The old funeral home sat at the end of a long, winding road, cloaked in the shadows cast by towering oak trees. Its presence was haunting, an oppressive weight against the dusk sky. The locals warned of its cursed history, whispered tales of those who entered never to return, but curiosity gnawed at Clara, driving her to explore the crumbling estate. As she approached the entrance, the door creaked open, as if inviting her in. The air was stale, thick with the scent of decay. Clara stepped inside, her flashlight beam trembling over faded velvet drapes and dusty candelabras. The silence was agonizing. Only the sound of her own heartbeat filled the void. While exploring the parlor, Clara noticed a mirror covered in a fine layer of dust. She reached out to touch it, and her fingers brushed against the cold surface. The glass distorted her reflection, twisting her image into something unrecognizable, eyes sunken and mouth stretched in a silent scream. A shiver ran down her spine. It felt like something watched from within. Ignoring the knots tightening in her stomach, Clara ventured deeper into the home. Each room told a story of loss, photographs of grieving families, a child's dusty toy left abandoned. Yet the sense of being watched grew stronger with every step. She could feel it, a presence lurking just beyond her line of sight, whispering incomprehensible words. In the dim light of the library, Clara discovered a journal resting on a mahogany table, pages yellowed and brittle. As she leafed through it, the entries detailed strange occurrences, accounts of shadowy figures gliding through hallways, faint cries echoing in the night. The final entry chilled her blood, scrawled in hurried handwriting. "They want me to join them." Suddenly, a cold breeze swept through the room, extinguishing her flashlight. Dread coiled in her stomach as darkness enveloped her. She fumbled, heart racing, attempting to regain her bearings. But her surroundings felt different, the air heavier, almost alive. A guttural whisper tickled her ear. "Stay with us." Panic surged within her. Clara turned toward the exit, but the hallway she had entered was no longer there. Instead, a void filled with darkness yawned before her, undulating as though it breathed. The walls began to ripple under unseen pressure, turning the very fabric of reality askew. She felt an icy hand grip her wrist, pulling her back. "No!" she gasped, wrenching her arm free, adrenaline surging through her veins. She sprinted toward the nearest window, frantic with the urge to escape. Reaching it, she shoved against the rotten frame, desperate to break free into the night. But it wouldn't budge. An unseen force held it shut. The whispers crescendoed, a cacophony of taunts and laughter, as she pounded against the glass. "Join us," they chanted, the walls vibrating with their sinister harmony. In a fleeting moment of clarity, Clara recalled the mirror's twisted reflection. She turned slowly, dread clawing at her throat, her breath hitching in her chest. The mirror stood in the corner, no longer dusty but shimmering, as if inviting her to gaze within. She approached with trepidation, heart hammering in her chest, and peered into its depths. Her reflection smiled back, unhindered by her horror, eyes glimmering with dark allure. The laughter grew louder, more insistent. As Clara stared, entranced, the seemingly hollow eyes filled with understanding, warmth, and a promise. The mirror pulsed rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat, and she felt herself drawn into its depths, pulled away from the world she knew. Before she vanished into the glass, a thought flickered in her mind. Who would emerge to take her place? The mirror in the abandoned funeral home glimmered quietly in the darkness, waiting while whispers reclaimed their silence, patient for the next inquisitive soul.